So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Eto.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Gravenberg showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, that's been intercepted. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Neymar promptly onto that, and that is that. Floated through. Van Nistelrooy. Out of play for a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Schneider. Now Mbappe. Messi, and he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Ha segnato al 17° minuto, numero 17.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rivaldo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Neymar goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Neymar, Otto does well to stand up to him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Beckham. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Rivaldo. And the pass is intercepted. Schneider. Can he get away here? Davids. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Schneider. Nice interception, well timed. Costa Curta. Now it's Schneider. And here's Mbappe. No way through there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gravenberg. Schneider.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he's intervened well there. Otto. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Maldini gets good distance on it. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Messi. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Eto. Schneider, and he's managed to get free. Played back in. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Eto. Rivaldo. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Some really good ball movement. And here's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Eto. Son Heung-min. It's Eto! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's heaved it away. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No way through. Valverde. Eto.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, and the shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Son Heung-min. Schneider. That has been slung wide. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Van Buiten. Viene sostituito con il Numero 2.
Up towards the
Cambio
front
di
line.
giocatori.
Messi might just make this.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zanetti. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rummenigge. There's the hit! He's scored! Back to within one! Interesting!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Numero 30. Messi.
The changes then in quick succession. Mohamed Salah coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And here's Son Heung-min. And it's Salah. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Son Heung-min.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Mbappe.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
And the
recupero.
number on the board is 3. Now it's Mbappe. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Milan, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. That has been slung wide. He's got away. And he's there to clear it. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. So Jim, tell me this, who are you? There's the shot! Milan have their second corner now. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Ødegaard. Drogba. Drogba! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Neymar, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's gone for a throw-in. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Kvaratskhelia. That looks a good ball through. Mbappe. Oh, what has happened here? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kvaratskhelia. Neither side yet able to find the net. Valverde. He's shifting through the gears here. No, he's not getting past him there. Gullit. Gullit! Valverde plays it short. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. And the shot! They've scored!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Davids. Ødegaard. Brilliantly cut out.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Pretty robust defending.
And he welcomes it in. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. 15 minutes till half-time. Mbappe might just make this. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo pinches it off him. Oh, he's in! Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And now they can spring out of defence. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Maldini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar. And he was quick to react. That's been cut out, well played.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That's a shade optimistic. Neymar gets it away. Valverde. 5 minutes till the break. It's a pretty loose pass. Belletti. Ødegaard. Cristiano. He's got the shot away! He's got a goal! AC Milan are all square. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
This their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Ronaldinho fiddles it through. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they've got it again. Ødegaard. There's a probing ball, and they can counter here. Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. Not the most accurate pass. And there is the half-time whistle. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Valverde, and here's Ronaldinho. Mbappe, that is lovely.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is a little undercooked. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Viene sostituito con il numero 9. Attenzione.
Oh, he's been caught
sostituzione.
napping. Decent hit! Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. Abbiati chooses to deal with it himself. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10. Neymar. Viene sostituito con il numero 28.
And here's Bale. And he's being shifted off it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph.
Can he put it away? And that would have been game, set and match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Bastoni calmly anticipates. Beckham. And it's Salah. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No way through. Roberto Baggio.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Great hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dembele is offering a right smile there.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the number on the board is 3. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And they're back on the ball again. And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kubo, he's shifting through the gears here. Steaming on goalwards. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Puyol makes the interception. And he's found a way past. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cruyff looks to get on the end of this. Kubo. And he can clear it away. And it's Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to gift it back. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Gigi Buffon. I doubt there's a more experienced goalkeeper out there, Peter, having played at the top level since his teenage years. I think he's going to be a real calming presence between the sticks, and I'd expect him to give the whole team a real lift.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's gone out for a throw-in. Thuram.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted.
Palmer! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been clubbed away. And that's a throw-in. Vieira. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, that's well spotted. Davids. Now it's Bale. Palmer. Davids. That looks a good ball through. Platini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, and he's through the middle. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Rivaldo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Bale. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Bale. That is good alertness. Pirlo. Rivaldo. Can he get it through? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Cruyff. And here's Bale.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And he's managed to get rid. Oh, they could break here. Always onto this. He has found the way through. Real chance here. There's some great running on show here, but up for a header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Palmer plays a delicate ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Kubo. He's picked his way through.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti
Beckham.
di recupero.
Rivaldo. And it's Messi. Thuram cuts it out. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 30. Messi.
And we're off again.
Lasciano il campo.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Ronaldo looking to get on the end of this. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He is through here. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Messi. Cruyff. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Milan still this single goal behind. Rivaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Bale. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Maldini gets over and intercepts.
Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Beckham. Now it's Bale. Chance here to counter. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. Great chance! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Beckham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Aimed beyond the defence. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vieira. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. That's going to go a long way. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Bale. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pinches it off him. Cruyff. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control. He's not got that quite right. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Messi. And Messi! No, he's missed it.
Paris Saint-Germain just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Belletti. And it's Beckham. Neymar. Time and again they are repelled. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pirlo. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. Great ball if he can get there. Face to face with the keeper. Now it's Bale. He's got the shot away! Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Maldini. Beckham. Nakata.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that's that. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. Vinicius Junior. Interesting ball. Can he put it away? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner.
And one more try!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Steaming, great chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, played right into his path. Shot at goal! It's fallen kindly here. It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It's a throw-in. Tomiyasu. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. He's got the shot away! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Lizarazu. Maldini cuts it out, and it's Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Pull it. That's Beckham. No, that's been intercepted. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Solot. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's through, now is he in? Oh, important interception. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Vieira wins the duel this time. Now it's Solot. Lizarazu. And he skips past his man. Lizarazu, there's the header! He's scored! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Well, that's well spotted. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Short changes him with that pass. Shot could be on. Beckham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get away here? Lizarazu. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Neymar. Sané. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Milan come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Sané. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Davids. Through Bangkok United. A pip. There's the hit! In he goes again. Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And it's Barone. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. There's the shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
True Bangkok United needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Numero 21.
Corner number 2 then.
Il campo per il numero 79. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Thuram getting this one clear. Ball is over the line.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Van Buiten. Viene sostituito con
It's going to be another throw. And that has left him in a heap. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Serginho. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Nakata. Header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Looks to the other side. Serginho. Vieira. Kola. Gnabry. Big header! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
True Bangkok United get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Nakata. Mbappe, and a header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Abiati. He's found a way past.
Milan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Collar tries to clear. Oh, great ball!
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Bullet. Collar. Baron. Chance here to counter. He's got away. Pull it. Real chance here. Neymar, given the lift of his goal. 5 minutes to add. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Gnabry. Looks a good ball through. Gnabry. He's got full. And he's managed to get rid. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Messi. That's been cut out, well played. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Hullet. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He gets big! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. And it's Hullet. That is a great pick out.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's gone forward. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Giroud finds himself offside. Giroud chasing after it. It's just beyond his reach. And he can clear it away. Milan have reclaimed it. Oh, great hit! Dispatched clinically. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, can he get onto this? Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Sade. Conte. A searching ball that into space, and he was alert to it. And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. Hullet. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Davids running with the ball. Vinicius Junior. And here's a chance.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi. Maldini. Can he latch on to this? Hullet. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Punched away. It's a great ball. Yaya Toure. And he's had it nicked away. And he's there to get it away. Referee's given a throw. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. And it's Hullet. And it's Insigne. Sane.
Might want to be careful there.
And the shot's on. Now the finish! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Milan head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Reflections on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Vinicius Junior! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Roberto Carlos floated through. Keeper's ball. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Big chance! He is just caressing the ball. Davids. Roberto Carlos. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's put paid to a promising... Oh, shooting chance! Pinged towards the front line. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. So we've reached the hour mark. That looks a decent ball. He's played him through. It's Neymar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And the return pass. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, he's taken it. Played back in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. That's good vision. And he cuts out the supply. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Flings in a cross. That's a good ball played into space. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making.
And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Toure calmly anticipates. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. That has been cut short.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dumfries. And he's intervened well there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, nicely intercepted. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would...
And it's been given away. And he's managed to get... Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, delicate chip through.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Davids has created one goal already. We are into stoppage time. Well read, nice interception. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, right place, right time. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Davids. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Eto'o. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He won't be happy with that one. Davids. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Eto'o. Real chance here. Sane defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there.
Eto'o! Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pirlo. Now it's Hullet. Played back in. Abiati deals with it effortlessly. And it's Neymar. Davids. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. Longwa Pichaya are looking to go forward now. Davids. Davids! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their second corner now. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, right place, right time. And it's Neymar. Looks to go up and over. And that is going out for a goal kick. Vinicius Junior. Nice physical challenge. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Seedorf. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Nongbua Pichaya really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Eto'o. He's through here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Belletti. Just eases him off the ball. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Nicely weighted ball. Decent hit! And Sonny! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Sané actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mbappe. Sané. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? They're up to 5 corners now. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header! There it is!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Nongwa Bichaya are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game is still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Vinicius Junior, nicely aimed pass. Seedorf. He's played him through. Seedorf. Bit too much weight on the pass. Looking for a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Maldini with the clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And it's Eto'o. Milan still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. That has not gone well. Shevchenko. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Neymar. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, what a mistake! Almost an hour gone. Hullet. Shevchenko. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Shevchenko. Cleared away. The Ball has bounced loose now. Driving forward. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Pirlo providing an outlet on that flank. Costa Curta. That's really well manoeuvred. Nesta gets a foot in here. Mbappe, and the finish!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pull it. Eto'o, who's set up one goal so far. Just about up to 75 minutes. Sané, and the shot! Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Number 11,
Milan have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Milan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Thuram. Now it's Eto'o. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's in on goal. Baresi in with the challenge. Well read, and the danger is averted.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kante producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Deftly done. That is good alertness. And it's Neymar. Now it's Eto'o. Seedorf. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's a key interception. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Now it's Neymar. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Shifted upfield. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Abiati. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's there to get rid. Davids. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Sané. Now that's a fine challenge. Sané showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Neymar. He could be in here. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Le numéro 23, Véron. À sa place, le numéro 17, changement.
Schneider! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Belletti. Sané. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Belletti. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a shade optimistic. That's been cut out, well played.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Milan are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Roberto Carlos. Busquets. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. The ball's gone astray. Brilliantly cut out. And he thumps it clear. Conte. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's gone forward, and he's had it nicked away.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Sané.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
And there's the end of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again. So neither side has yet broken through. That has been cut short. Conte. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Neymar. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Not the most accurate pass. Busquets. Back in possession and ready to go again. Neymar.
Paris Saint-Germain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chance here to counter. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Hoisted in. Cleared away. Schneider. And it's Conte. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. He's had a shot! It's a goal! There is the breakthrough! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
So we have our breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Hakimi, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Hakimi, he's got away. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Schneider. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves.
It's Nakata! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Milan just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well timed, excellent interception. Costa Curta. And Nakata. Davids. He can run onto that. Mohamed Salah.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Great defending, strong and determined. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. That looks a cracking ball. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It'll be a throw-in.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 17.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Le numéro 43.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Nakata. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Look at the space here! Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Pekanbaru. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Maldini calmly anticipates. Oh, no joy this time. Conte stood up well to him there. He could be in here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, they can break here. That's beautifully weighted. Caught offside that time. Maldini getting this one clear. Ball is over the line. It's gone for a throw-in. Mohamed Salah is onto it in a flash. And that intercept. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Mbappe.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Looks to go up and could be danger here. Vieira. Some good work on the right flank here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Belletti is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Neymar, nice ball, a decent hit! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Mohamed Salah just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Beckham. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Quarter of an hour played. Vieira. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Mbappe gets... and the shot! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super ball. No, again there's no way through. Oh, well played. Neymar. Beckham. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Nedved. And he was quick to react. Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Ødegaard. That is good alertness. Well, played right into his... Bale! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's intervened well there. Mbappe, and he's being shifted off it. Nesta. And it's Bale. Mbappe! And that has been clubbed away to Thuram. Nedved. And he's managed to get rid. He's in here! Big chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Pedri did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Belletti. Beckham. Now Davids. Beckham. Now Davids. Neymar. And that is masterful defending. We expected better, and so did he. Nedved. And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done.
Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Abiati clears. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pedri powering forward here. He's had a shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Madrid find a position of real strength now. Nedved. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Pedri. It's Bale! Sticks it away! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Madrid are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Neymar. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's...
Can he finish? It's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance. Has a go! Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Floated up and over. Nedved looking to get on the end of this. He's shifting through the gears here. Hangs one in. That's not going far. Davids. Maldini with the clearance. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe! Brought out the best in the keeper.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And we have our very first corner. He's got the shot away! Nakata gets it clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Just about up to 75 minutes. Thuram gets a foot in here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Leicester. Mbappe. Now it's Bale. It's in it! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Vieira. Baron. Fiddles it through. Vieira. Nedved. Bale. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's played him through. Platini engages and forces him off the ball. Baron. Nedved. That looks a good ball through. Nedved! Goal! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Now it's Bale. Shot, it's Bale! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and...
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's a good run down the left. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Quality ball. Oh, what a mistake! Batistuta is on it. Can he put it away? He's delivered all right! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Stoichkov really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, super ball! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Games hinge on moments like this. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Stoichkov. Bellingham. And he's in on goal. This time, surely! And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Opts to play it back. Kvaratskhelia! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's been taken short. Neymar gets over and intercepts. And now they can spring out of defence. No, it's not getting there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kvaratskhelia. Davids proves too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, that was close. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Batistuta. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Corner then. So, third corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ødegaard, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's looking to set free a runner. Now it's Ødegaard. Here comes the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Neymar. Great ball, and he's in here. Has a go! Batistuta. That has been cut short. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Brilliantly cut out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Batistuta. He is through here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Roberto Carlos having a look. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. Kvaratskhelia. Decent hit! It's in! And they get themselves in front!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone for goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's a key interception. Ødegaard. Haaland. Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. That's really well cleared. This possibly the last play of the half. Roberto Carlos goes short. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Ødegaard. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Aviati can claim that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at...
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here.
Haaland! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Haaland. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Mosquera kept his eye on it, and he's there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Oh, that's fabulous. And he was alert to it. That's going to go a long way. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. He executes. He's one-on-one. Haaland! Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And more and more and more. And the lead is extended still further.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, and he's through the middle. And the shot! No mistake! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence, and that could set him on his way. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Haaland. And it's Neymar. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That's a shade optimistic. Bastoni. Keeper's ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, that's well spotted. Davids. Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! Now it's Beckham. He's got away. Big chance! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 25.
Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. That's a nicely measured pass. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And one more try! Oh, what has happened? And again! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And again! He's put it wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's got the shot away. It's there. How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham running with the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hits one. Beckham. Beckham! And that's wide.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He's found a way through. And reclaimed it. Can he finish? Goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. So off we go then. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with the corner, there first. Rijkaard clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Now it's Neymar. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. He's played him through. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Hullet. Davids gets good distance on it. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to...
Neymar! Another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
And that should get the job done. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rafa Silva. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell. Mohamed Salah, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Eto'o. Hullet. Oh, important interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pekanbaru. And he was quick to react. He's looking to set free a runner. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Beckham. Shot at goal! He can get that clear. And it's Sané. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And a shot! Goal! Milan! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's Salah! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Nakamura. And it's Sané. Stood up well to him there. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Hullet. And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim. Hits one! Nakamura. It's run loose here. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's got the shot away! Hullet. Great ball if he can get there. And it's a decent hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nice interception, well timed. Messi ploughing through the middle. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That looks a good ball through. Mohamed Salah!
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That is good alertness. Nakamura. Now it's Eto'o. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Messi.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's through and all alone! And he's heaved it away. Lofted upfield. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short. Deftly done. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Neymar. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cafu. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well read, nice interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Maldini. Davids. Can he get it through? Eto'o.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Changement en cours.
Cafu. Corner number 2 then. Pull it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Attention, changement.
And that is out of play.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That is a great pick out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh.
And the shot! It's a goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very...
Now the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Now it's... And Messi! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Always onto this. Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Cleared without hesitation. In again. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Le numéro 14. Le numéro 10.
Can he finish? They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? He's got tall! Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target.
Temps additionnel.
Just seeing the
5
board
minutes.
now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Darwin. Now that's well seen too. To Roberto. All driven to... Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
And that is that. Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, strongly challenged there. Conte. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Well, nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Odegaard. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. Davids. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Odegaard could try cutting inside here. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Mateus. Well read, nice interception. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Lam, Hazard, and here's Hullet. Caught offside that time. That is good alertness. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a good foot in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Beckham gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Ødegaard does really well there. He is strong. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
Ødegaard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ødegaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence. Mateus.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Almost half an hour in now. Not the most accurate pass. Haaland. And that's it. He's got the shot away! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Conte! Milan have their third corner. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Beckham. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Hullet. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Hazard. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Saliba gets it away. Beckham to take it as usual. Thuram can get it clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Danger averted for now. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Yaya Toure.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, this is a great position. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The major moment in the game. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then.
And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we're off again.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, it really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Mateus plays a sharp little ball here. Hernes. Lahm. That's a nicely weighted pass. Gabriel. Still just a single goal between the sides.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And he's gone looking for safety. Mateus. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Lahm.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. They're up to 5 corners now. And he can clear it away. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Haaland. Some good work on the right flank here. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Yaya Toure. And it's Lahm. In once more. That has been knocked clear.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's had a hit! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Assegnato al 73esimo minuto, numero 79. Sostituzione per il Milan.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
15.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Haaland, and he was quick to react. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fires from distance. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
Corner count is rising. That's 6.
Viene sostituito con il numero 6. Attenzione, è un cambio.
Hazard. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after... He's through and all alone!
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Alonso. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Oh, Fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Per il Milan. Numero 20.
It's a lucky seventh
Lascia il
corner.
campo per il numero 17. Van Nistelrooy.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Rijkaard. He's played him through, and he's surging through. It's loose, straight hits, in for the pieces. No mistake. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid give themselves a chance. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Beckham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.